Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas. This is the All Things YouTube Live show, the show where I tell you everything that's new and different in the world of the YouTubes. It is open Q&A. We're going to get the countdown timer going. Flip over to the beloved bald spot cam. I always have a hot mic. I'll get some good tunes going while we're here. And you never know what's going to happen. Drop me a big old like, please. Bam. Open Q&A. Get your questions ready. It is 65 degrees outside in central Pennsylvania. 77 in this office. It's getting a little steamy around here. How is the weather where you are at? Let me know. Oh no. That's crazy, Dave.
Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face?
57.
The demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. 僕の未来は誰にもわからない。皆は僕をダメなやつと思う。鏡を見つめる僕を見下げているけど中には大きな力希望がある。 Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? A demon living in disguise, but you
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. I am Matt Haas. This is All Things YouTube Live. This is my 208th weekly episode. Glad to have you here. We are doing open Q&A all night long. You ask a question, I will give you an answer. It could be, obviously, about YouTube, analytics, titles, thumbnails, growing your channel, growing an audience. It could be about marketing, because that you have to have that if you're a YouTuber. It could be about graphic design. You need to make a lot of images when you're a YouTuber. It's not just video. Of course, video is the main thing. You need to make thumbnails. You need to make and update your banner. Lot of marketing materials, a lot of images, all that. Technology. Everything from big tech, social media platforms, server-side architecture, web development. I have a very broad skill set, and I will be happy to help you with anything that you have questions with. So get those questions ready. You just ask the question in the chat, and I'll answer it. So let's see who's here. Mr. Rich Vibes is here. He's reading the scroll. I said to write Stitch in the comments in the scroll, and he did. That is the name of my new puppy. I have 2 new puppies. So, Stitch is my new puppy. Shih Tzu. That's the breed. Marilyn W. is here with the purple heart in the comment. You know I love that. Laura is back. Hey, Matt, how are you feeling? I'm feeling much better. You might be able to tell I'm a little congested. I have the flu. This is day 7 of the flu. I don't know about you. I used to remember, 4 days and I was done. Well, I'm not as young as I used to be, so now it's beating me up. Day number 7. I'll probably still feel it day number 8 tomorrow. But we'll see. I've backed off some of the over-the-counter pain meds. Yeah, anyway. Love Audio Production. That's Mr. Paul Weber from England. Good evening to you. Dave Gatton, the man, the myth, the legend. You know him, you love him, you can't live without him. Mr. Dave Gatton. He had to turn his AC back on because it's a little toasty outside. Good to see you, my friend. I have a lot of workshop stuff ahead of me. I know you'll be into that. Stuart Video is here. My professional industrial audio video consultant, stuartvideo.com. Welcome back to the channel. Harneal Media, one of my longest supporters. Harneal Media, good to see you. UFO jumped in here. Not sure if you're still there. If you are, say hello. Rick Kane is here. Guess what happened to me today? I don't know. Just got my 2000th jersey in the mail. Boy, he likes the sports ball, which is an authentic Western Capitals jersey. Congrats to you. Portal Woodworks, ladies and gentlemen. The man with more than 7 bandsaws. Portal Woodworks. That's Mr. David Jones. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, baby. Hey, I got that Stream Elements tip going. You can hit this URL. It's also in the description, and it's written on screen real tiny down there. If you use that, easy credit card or PayPal, you get your name flashed up on the screen with a little sound, and your name gets to be put on this footer right here, and it will stay there until someone tips over top of you. Any amount. You could tip $3. You can wipe this person away, and you could take that spot. Get some screen real estate. Also have a buy me a coffee. That gets you on-screen stuff as well. And for every dollar donated, I'll hit the hype button. So you can force me to hit hype buttons throughout the show by donating with those 2 methods. Also have a Patreon and locals as well. Top patrons, Polly Wants a Crafter from pollywantsaCrafter.com. My longest supporter, financially. Love Audio Productions, Shalalala Productions, The Venture Forward, Driveway Workshop, and Joy Jacks. Thank you for being top patrons. Quick paid ad. This is a YouTube channel called The Venture Forward. It's a show about recovery. If you or someone you love is dealing with addiction issues, check out that channel. The host, John Venturini, is awesome, super entertaining, and he knows his stuff. There is likely something there for you. Other supporters, Harnell Media, Wit Profit, Rich Vibes, and some $1 supporters over there. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Most of my buys are from eBay. Boy, I was an eBay seller back in the day. I remember I bought 20 light-up keyboards, these types of keyboards, computer keyboards from China, direct from the manufacturer. And I had to go to the bank, give them wire instructions to go to China. But the way they had it structured was it had to go to an intermediary. And then I had to also in the instructions provide forwarding information for the intermediary to then forward it to the actual vendor in China, and then they put it on a boat, and 20 days later I got them and I sold them, baby. And the first 5, huge profit. The next 10, break even. The last 5, at a loss. the whole mess had me kind of break even from the, it was just, I'm like, okay, that's not working. So I changed tactics. Can't tip anything until you have real cowbells. Ooh, you want me to clank cowbells on stream? That is a very high-pitched sound, but duly noted, my friend. Adam's Exploits is back. Says, hello, Matt and friends. Hi, Adam. Great to have you here. Did I see JP Woodwork slip in here? Hey, Jamie Page, also from England. Welcome, my friend. Jamie also says, nowadays they get you to go to Walmart and get you to send Amazon gift cards. Well, yeah. I've always, thought that was quite the stretch where, someone pretending to be the IRS is asking you to pay your taxes in Apple gift cards or Amazon gift cards. Kind of nuts. Adam says, sounds like my luck sometime. I don't order from Alibaba. This was way before Alibaba was even a thing I was talking about. Yeah, I tried a lot of stuff on eBay. Couldn't make it work. And it was all about retail sales and physical packaging. And I'm like, that's not a fun part of it. Now, it's fun making money. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind making money if I'm putting stuff in a box. But there was always that uneasiness. Like, what if someone gets my product and just says they didn't get it? Then I got to give them a second product and they get 2, or whatever. I'm just like, it's kind of a scary proposition sometimes. Yeah. I do a show in the mornings every weekday on Awesome Fun Things. That's my other channel if you want to check that out. Sometimes I do a show with Sandy Archer Fridays at 5:45. Just wanted to show that to you because that could be a thing. Any questions on the YouTubes? Get your questions in there. Jaden says, I missed your show this weekend. Do you schedule them? ? Question from Jaden to Dave Gatton. I'm going to build that CNC machine too. I'm tired of not having it done. It's going to happen. Robin's Buys and DIYs. Great channel name. She knows I love the channel name. I do. That's a good cadence to it. Robin's Buys and DIYs. What's not to love? Yes, I'm like, you about shipping scams? Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. I was just talking with my friend about tonight. It's the cost of doing business, unfortunately. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You have to build in the waste. Spoilage, I guess, is the accounting term. And Dave says, yes, all my shows are scheduled in advance. My shows are scheduled in advance, too. I go 2 weeks for the What's Going On with Matt Haas show. And today, was my 300th show. 300th morning show. Isn't that crazy? 300 live streams. Kind of nuts. 4 years. I'm 2.5. So yeah, I'm not going to get to 4. I'll tell you that much. Oh, question. Has everyone now got their YouTube handles? Good question, Rich Vibes. Sammy Superstar is here with a wow. Welcome back, Sammy. This is the kid to watch. He says, yes, he got his handle. Yeah. So youtube.com/@ all things YouTube. That is the new handle for this channel. And that's how you're going to do it. It's kind of weird putting an @ symbol after the slash. So youtube.com/@ symbol. It's kind of an awkward character, but they are making it work. Robin has a question. That's great. I will answer. I got both of mine. Good on you, Rich Vibes. I got all of my channels all locked down. And I finally got @ Awesome Wood Things, because this channel was when I had the custom URL, back when they had custom URLs, it was Awesome Wood Things 1. They wouldn't let me have Awesome Wood Things. So if you wanted to use the short code for Awesome Wood Things, it was youtube.com/Awesome Wood Things 1. But now it's youtube.com/@ Awesome Wood Things. No one. So I feel like that's sort of an upgrade. And the rest are as you would imagine. All Things YouTube, Piano Awesome, and Awesome Fun Things. I got them all. And even my YouTube channel profile channel. Now all of these are business channels. What do they call it? What's that term that they call that? But the one that they give you free with Gmail, that one I got Matthew Haas, MATTHEW, which is technically my name. But I go by my nickname, Matt. But yeah, I got straight up first name, last name, no space, which I thought was pretty cool. Polly Once a Crafter is in the house, my longest financial supporter on the YouTubes. Jerry Brown, ladies and gentlemen, he owns Polly Once a Crafter at pollyoncecrafter.com. All right, questions are coming in. I reposition this stuff here. I'm trying to make my comments larger, because when I'm in this screen, you can't tell, but in the corner here, there is a histogram telling me how much light and dark there is on the image. I can't get rid of it. It's embedded into the hardware. And when I pop up comments, I have to read the words underneath that histogram. So that's why when I read the comments, I'm kind of reading them slow. I can read and speak what I'm reading very fast. But the perception is I can't read because the comments are so small, and I have to fight through this visual changing graph that I can't get. Anyway, let's see what Adam has to say. Matt, having a heck of a time learning Filmora. I know you use a Mac. Any basic film editing tips, shortcuts you could share? Well, video editors are all about the way you sort of understand how to work any video application is to learn about keyframes, because a video is actually 30 still images a second, or 60 images, or 24, some number of still images a second. And as you slide the playhead backwards and forwards, you're moving on to different parts of that file, of the video file. So what trips people up when they're learning Filmora, or I use Final Cut Pro, a lot of people use Adobe Premiere, Blender. There's a whole bunch of different editing software. The thing that trips people up is you do something over here, and then you move forward in the timeline and you see a new part of the video, but what you've done disappeared. So a lot of video editing is, where's that thing I just did? Oh, that was 20 frames ago. And then you have to slide it over. So what keyframes do is keyframes mark in time where something is, and usually there's some sort of transform that happens. Motion, sliding, blurs, rotation, scaling, transparency. All of these things can change states over time. So you mark a keyframe at frame 100, and then you mark another keyframe at frame 130, and then you pin that keyframe to some object, some overlay. It's like an image on the screen, like something like this, for example. And then you do something with it. Now this lower third sort of fades in and fades out. This is controlled actually by my software. Let me go to this one. No, not that one. This one. This is a complete animation. Okay. This is not a graphic. This is not text in Ecamm, and that's not text in Ecamm. This is a video file with a transparent background playing. And how I engineered this was I keyframed it. So I keyframed this graphic down here at frame 1, and then frame 60, I keyframed it up, and I moved it. I moved the image. So I set the image down at the bottom, keyframe 1, and I moved the timeline forward 60 frames. And then I shoved that graphic up higher, and I keyframed it at frame 60. So it's down here on frame 1, and it's up here on frame 60. And then the video editor moved that object. And it's the same thing you can do with transparency. You can have an overlay like this, and then it fades out. Okay? So the fade, it was 100%, 100%, 100%, and then toward the end, it went 150, 0, like that. So learn the keyframes, and all video editing software kind of gets easier by default. Tomahawk Outlaw is here. iMovie is the best. Hey, listen. I built a huge channel with this 12-year-old bottom-of-the-line consumer-grade camera and iMovie. I have some videos with 7,000 views, just going off the charts, made with iMovie. The only reason I needed to move from iMovie is because iMovie gives you 2 slots on the timeline and an audio slot, which is separate, but it's for visual slots. You have the main timeline, and you have one object above it. Now, so you could put something like this on the screen. Let me just get an image up here. Search for one like that. You could put that on the screen, But if you wanted to put this and that on the screen at the same time, and these were two different images, you couldn't do that in iMovie. And that's where it got interesting. Now you could fake it. Like you could have image 1 here, and then you could remove image 1 and you could put image 2 on, but image 2 you would have to manipulate in Photoshop to make it both the things. So like to cheapen up on iMovie, you've got to do a lot more work. So I needed to stack more than one overlay over top of my video because I was trying to do some cool things. And I'm like, all right, I have to break down and just buy it. If it wasn't for that, I would probably still be in iMovie. Oh, okay. Robin's saying someone has several videos and a playlist on how to work on Filmora. That's cool. This person. Great. Thanks for the great community engagement there. That's some great stuff. Sammy Superstar, question, how many watch hours do you get if you stream over 1 hour? I'm very curious. Well, I can show you that. Let's find out. Now, you know, my streams aren't huge. Over here. Content live. We will go to analytics. And I think you have to do... Yeah. I roll this back, Sammy, because if you leave it on since published, it doesn't account for what racked up when you were actually live. So I always kind of roll it back. So this is a 2-week-old video, and I just said 90 days. So 16 hours, 16.9 hours. That's kind of a lower one. I think I have some higher ones out there. Depends what I'm talking about. This one I think did pretty good. Analytics. Let me do... No, that one didn't do too well. So, you know, 16, 18, 20, something like that. I need one of those new Chinese keyboards, I guess. Lots of typos. I sold all of the ones I bought in, 2003 when I tried my hand at it. Depends on how many people watch. That's true. That's true. Oh, Rich talking about his handle. He put an underscore on his. Rich Vibes didn't look quite right to me. So it's youtube.com/@rich_VYBZ or underscore. JP Woodwork. I use Filmora and I love it. All right, I'm a little behind on I live on Sony Movie Studio 13. Oh boy. You're marching to the beat of a different drum there, Jerry. I don't think is that a common setup? Huh? He's making it work. JP says, never tried Sony before. I started on the free Windows 1 years ago before they got rid. Interesting. I think I need to change my name to Minecraft. Well, that's certainly popular on the platform. Oh, someone got the paid version of Canva. Yeah, that's a graphic service. See, Canva has the graphic design built in, which is really nice. Our friend Shelly Saves a Day has lots of iMovie videos. iMovie's great. And if you want to step up to Final Cut Pro, it's just like iMovie with more features. It's a very easy learning transition going from iMovie to Final Cut Pro. 60 minutes times how many people watching? Surely, yeah. If they watch no one ever watches the entire. Well, shouldn't say no one, but not often. Jake Thompson is back in the house. Long time no see, my friend. Somebody say, movie. Yeah, we're talking video editors. And I'm talking about anything you want to talk about. This is an open Q&A, so keep the questions coming, people. Sammy loves Canva. Yeah, there are other apps similar to Canva. Some apps are iPhone only. Spark, if you've got a high enough tier of the Adobe platform, Adobe has something called Spark, which is very Canva-like, sort of their take on it. I use that, one, because I get Spark for free. And I think Spark is just for free. I don't think you have to have any subscription to use it. But that's nice where I can be in my wood shop on this channel, and I might take a picture of something I built or something in the middle of me building it, like an interim stage that I want to share, and I can bring it into Adobe Spark, which is very much like Canva, and I can add a border, I can add my logo, I can add type over top of it. So it's kind of like a mini video editor, only all on the phone. So in other words, I don't have to take the photo, come up here to this room, get on my computer, load it up, fire it up, Photoshop, and kind of do it that way. And I can just bing, bang, boom, make it all on the phone itself. And Canva has a lot of design features built in. And so does Adobe Spark, where there's a lot of templates where they'll figure out the background color, the foreground color, the font, the spacing, where you can just, like, it'll be like a stock photo. You take that photo out, you put your own photo in, you change the words already in the nice font to whatever you say. And that is good because you can look like a great designer and not be a great designer. I think that's pretty awesome. Not everyone has design skills. I push it hard. For YouTubers, you should have a base understanding of, one, principles of design, and two, how to execute different tasks in graphic programs, albeit Photoshop or the free version, or a free Photoshop-like application called GIMP, or whatever it is that you're using to manipulate pixels. You should, once a week, just try and jump on YouTube and just try and learn one new technique in whatever graphics app you're doing. It will pay off. Now, I know you're busy. I know you're making content. Don't stop making content, but just try and slip that into your workflow. And as far as principles of design, learn color theory, learn about white space, learn about the rule of thirds, learn about the golden ratio, typography. I'm a type nerd. I love typography, typefaces. They're great. I actually made my own typeface. My employer, for a short time, had an application called Fontographer, and you could build the glyphs, each one of the little letters. Haas Light. I have Haas Light. I made my own font. It was pretty awesome. Wow, I just saw that price of Final Cut Pro. Maybe later, LOL. Final Cut Pro is only, now I know I say only, it's only $300. At least it used to be. And that's a one-time payment. You don't ever pay that ever again. It's yours. Unlike, some of the other versions, Adobe stuff, you got to pay every month. So you got to pay $20, $20, $20, $20, $20. Okay, there's 100. 15 weeks, and then you have the same price. So yeah. And you know what? You got to spend money on YouTube. I mean, you got to spend some money. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but you got to spend some money. And a good investment is the video editing software, because that's your primary product, is video. If you're doing live streams, then you need like streaming software. I use Ecamm, which is a Mac only piece of streaming computer software to put up the overlays and do funny. Oh, sorry, crashed Windows. Wow, that funny little glitch. So yeah, it is all through Ecamm. I can put these hearts here. Ecamm, all Ecamm. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, look, I left the battery indicator up there. Clunky GoPro. But yeah. You don't need You don't need Final Cut Pro. You live stream rich. Yeah. You mentioned that YouTuber. I need to get back and watch the end of his most recent live stream. He said there's a program that has lots of graphics and videos that goes on sale around Black Friday for AA one-time fee of just like 25. Oh, there's a lot of good sales like that. Haas Light font. Yeah, that's what I called it. Haas Light. Yeah. And to make that, you have to render each letter form, capital, lowercase, and all the numbers. And then you probably have to throw in some parentheses, asterisk, curly braces, colons, semicolons, quotes, single quotes, double quotes, inch mark, foot mark, / backslash, underbar. You got to make it all. But I was young and had a lot of time on my hands, and I loved line art. Adobe Illustrator is still my favorite computer desktop publishing application. Line art. I love the look of line art. I love working in the app. It's just it's my style. I love it. And line art also translates into vinyl cutting machines and CNC carving machines, laser cutting machines, anything computer controlled. It's all line art, baby, under the hood. Question. I got a video that's getting good traction in 2 days. It got over 900 views, long format video. What's a good way to make that video not die down? You could change the thumbnail. You could change the title. You could change the description. That's kind of a way to maybe get it maybe picked up by new people, or maybe people that may have passed it up the first time. I wouldn't recommend doing that right away because you said it's already getting traction. So, yeah. Robin knows what's up. Promote. Yeah. Are there social media apps that you haven't used to kind of promote it, Sammy? So maybe if you're pushing it on Instagram and Facebook, you go over to Twitter or what have you. Marketing is a big part of it. You do everything you can as a YouTuber to get the organic growth on platform, to get new people on the platform to find your stuff. You take every opportunity and every effort to make that happen. But you don't rest on your laurels. You go out and you find your audience and you point people down your YouTube channel. You got to do both. Yeah, it's about the new feature, Go Live Together. That is a new feature. I was going to talk about that today, but yeah, that is a stream directly from mobile, you and another YouTuber on the same stream. And the person who sets up the stream, it appears on their channel. So it doesn't multi-stream to guest channel, host channel. It's only on the host channel. Same thing with super chats, super stickers, memberships. It's all the host channel. But I love it. Collaboration is what's at the heart of that feature. And collaboration is a great way to break into a new audience, because the person you're collaborating with, their audience will see you, and your audience will see your co-host, and you get that cross. That's a great way to get a big boost. And for edited videos, you can plan to do an edited video or live stream. You can interview someone. You know, I have the Super Terrific Awesome Show where I have a co-host. So that's the same type of thing. So her audience will see me every week, and my audience will see her every week. And a lot of times you get that. The internet's big enough. You know, that's desired. You know, I want some of my audience to find some of you awesome people out there. Tacos. Jake knows what's up. Yeah, offer free tacos with every view. I can give you free virtual tacos in the chat. I've been getting organic channel growth. Sammy, you're killing it. Sammy's going to leave all of us in the dust, you know. He's going to be rich and famous. Just please don't forget us little people, Sammy, once you start blowing up. He's definitely on his way. I wonder how many more changes the richest man in the world is going to make to Twitter. Boy, that's a whole thing, isn't it? Yeah, Twitter is certainly a part of YouTubers' life, because you got to promote, you got to market. That's a great place to market. Yeah. He's going to have Twitter Blue be $8 a month. So I think it's $4 a month now. So you get extra features and a blue check mark automatically if you give him $8 a month. And nothing has changed. No policy has changed. Even content moderation is mostly holding steady, even with the layoffs that they've had over there at the Twitter. I do have Twitter. Let me get my overlay up here. Where are you at? There it is. Vids people watch. All things YouTube was too many letters, I think. Vids people watch. That's sort of what I got going on there. Make vids people watch. So, yeah, give me a follow over there. Look at Sammy go. 378 new subscribers this month. That's not trivial, sir. Good on you. I've been working very hard. 3 videos a day, 1 long form. That's the way to do it. Being active in chats will get people to go find your channel too. Yeah. David W. Ryan joining a little late. No, I'm glad you're here. Drop me a like before you forget. It's free to do. Yeah, Sammy's grinding it. It's grinding it. Now me, you know, I've known for a long time trying to support this means delayed growth. Because, you know, if I take 100% of my energies and split it up on this, no one channel is getting 100%. And, you know, I was okay with that for a while. But, big announcement, I think I'm not going to be okay with that. So I think I'm going to take some time and kind of reevaluate my YouTube strategy here, because I'm spread thin. And, you know, my interests sort of move as time goes on. And I get into something and I kind of go all in on it. You know, piano started that 3.5 years ago, went all in on it. And now that's 1/4 of my YouTube channel. You know, other things are starting to cycle in, and some things are kind of circling back around. My wood shop, I've kind of throttled that back for a while. I still do a lot of projects, but they're not like channel worthy projects. I'll do something around the house, or I'll fix something or install something, and I get to use the tools. And sometimes I'll make something that I like, but it's not like I don't want to make a video about it. But I'm kind of getting that itch again. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I've known that for a long time. And yeah, I'm going to, start doing some business evaluation tasks and kind of see where I want 2023 to go, and maybe kind of retool my whole path here. Because I was thinking about making a 5th channel. I have 2 new puppy dogs in the house, and I was thinking of making a channel just for them. Just put the dogs on camera in the live stream and watch super chats roll in, and I would rig up, I got ideas. I can rig up little devices. When the super chats come in, they'll drop the kibbles or something, drop balls or toys or stuff like that. I could make it sort of interactive with the audience, and where they could interact in an indirect way with the puppies in real time. But I don't know. I've got plenty of ideas. I get 5 ideas for YouTube channels a month. Everything is a channel-worthy project, especially when dressing it up like Prince is involved. Oh, that's sort of an inside comment there. Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince. Yeah, it's a shame. It's not on my channel anymore. But if you go to BitChute, if you go to Awesome Wood Things on BitChute.com, that Prince video is there. And what he's talking about is, this is kind of embarrassing. I was making videos hot and heavy, on Awesome Wood Things back in the day. And I stopped for a month and a half, around 2 months. Man, like, Matt, you haven't posted a video in a while. I'm working on something. Next week, I'm working on something. 2 weeks later, I'm working on something. What are you working on? I can't tell you. So I did a video where I unboxed a gift that I won. I won a prize. I won another woodshop item from another woodshop YouTuber. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do a fun unboxing? But I lip synced to Prince's song Kiss, and I danced around my shop, and I superimposed South Korean female dancers dancing to the song, and I'm dancing to the song, and I'm lip syncing the song, and I'm unboxing this thing while the song's going on. I'm putting images of Prince on the screen as it was the most visually jarring and stunning and awkward thing I've ever done. And when I did it, it started blowing up. And then I went to a convention. I went to a woodworking convention. And that year, they're like, you're the guy that did the Prince video. I was like, yeah, that's me. So if you go on BitChute and look up Awesome Wood Things channel on BitChute, and then do a search for Epic Prince unboxing video or something like that, you'll find it. And it can live there because, that's a commercial song. That's from Warner Music or whoever done it. And, YouTube won't allow it. So Warner smacked me down and said, not available anywhere in the world, viewable on YouTube. So they privated the video. They used to let it play with ads, but then they didn't. So that's how I got around it. I used BitChute. BitChute. That's the name of the company. So you maybe have a running channel. See, this is the other thing I've been doing lately. I've been trying some fitness type stuff. It was epic. 4 exclamation mark. It's burned into my brain, and I'm glad. I'm gonna try and find it. I think if you go to awesomewoodthings.com, does it show the video? Let's find out. I think you got to go to page 2. Oh, maybe page. Oh, there it is. Prince Epic Unboxing. Thank you, Waylight Creations. Waylight Creations was the channel. Oh, there it is. I'm going to put that in the chat so you can bookmark this and watch it later. Yeah, I embedded the BitChute. Oh, that's fun. Will it play? Yeah, it will play. I'll tell you this. Let me show you this. This is kind of crazy. Let me get rid of the frame here. Hold on a sec. I just want you to see the whole thing. This sequence right here. Hold on. Okay. I throw the box down, open the knife. Okay, right here. So I'm from second 8 to about 14. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 6 seconds. That 6-second clip took me 2 weeks to film. Watch what happens here. I thought this was really clever. All right, you see that? If you look closely, look, my hand and this knife stay in the exact same position. And as we roll forward, the background moves up, but my hand hasn't moved. And then I smash into the box, and you kind of see a nice little wiggle there. But even though it wiggles, which I like, the knife stays vertical. Do you know how hard that was to shoot? I built a rig. Where's my knife? I don't know where that knife is. Oh, here it is. I think it was actually this knife too. I built a rig that had this camera and this knife locked in the same position. So it was like a big upside down U. And with these locked, no matter where I positioned the camera, this would always be at the exact same position to the camera. And what I did is I went, stab the box. That is not what people remember about that video. But I wanted that to be killer. And at the time, I had ads that would slide up, that little lower third ad. And I wanted, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wanted around, we weren't watching that. But like from the beginning of the video to second 8, that was about the amount of time for that little lower third to go away. And when I did the plunge, I wanted nothing obstructing the video file on YouTube. So that was that. Oh, did you try and post something, Adam? Yeah, you can't post unless you're a mod. I can make you a mod. Do you want to be a mod, Adam? You can be a mod. Let me see. Add moderator. Adam's exploits. If you refresh the chat window, you will be a mod and you will be able to place a URL in the chat. I trust you, brother. Yeah. My rule for mods, not rule, but a guideline that I sometimes break but don't always break is, if I know you in real life, you and you want to be a mod, you could be a mod. Like anyway. JP said it was great. Yeah. It was fun. And I think I shot that mostly even in 1080, but then a couple scenes were 720, so the whole thing had to be 720. And I went back to the source. Like I archived iMovie. I'm like, I'm going to re-render this out at 1080. But I couldn't for some reason. Yeah. That was back in the day. It didn't matter. It doesn't matter that's 1080. It's a great video. Yeah. He's got the power, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at that. With great power comes great responsibility. Always go extra. Yeah, I went nuts with that video. Now that was a good conference. You know, out of this video, the thing that that I like the most is Andy Berkey is another YouTuber, and his comment was the best comment I ever got on YouTube. I've got a lot of great YouTube comments, but his was the best ever. And I'll paraphrase it here, but he said something to the effect of, I don't know what I just watched. I'm confused. I'm going to cry a little, eat some ice cream, and reevaluate my life choices. That was his comment that he put on my video after watching that. And I took that comment and put it on a t-shirt. And I made a t-shirt for him and me. And I gave him the t-shirt at the conference. I thought that was the greatest comment. And another comment on that video was, my mom walked in while I was watching this video and asked, "What are you watching?" My response was, I literally don't know. That was the entire comment. Didn't you turn that into a t-shirt? Yeah, I did. I still have the t-shirt. Yeah. And I did. This was all in iMovie. This entire thing has no more than one overlay on it at a time. And it's basically all still images, you know, hard cuts, or that's like a zoom. I know you can't hear this. I hope to God that's... And then there I am singing, which is quite jarring because, like, why is he singing a Prince song? So it's just a nutty video. It gets kind of nuts. You'll have to watch the rest of it. That was a fun video. Go grab that comment in the chat, scroll up, and go watch that after the show. Hey, listen, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for asking your YouTube questions. I'm back next week. There's a link in the doodly-doo for that show. And catch me all over the interwebs. Go to allthingsyoutube.com and find my Notion links. I have my full calendar out there, not only on All Things YouTube, but my full calendar of all my channels. It's all out there so you know what to expect. I have an email as well. Get in on my email newsletter. It's free to do. allthingsyoutube.com/email. And give away free stuff there as well. I like the dancing. And you can't find it on YouTube. That's what sucks. But oh well, it's out there on BitChute, and the people who've watched it, it has a place in most of their hearts. Definitely JP Woodworks. Or JP Woodwork. Yeah. Jimmy Page. All right. Love you all. Take care. Bye.